the audacity people have and the closeness and the relationship you have with parents is beautiful. Because when I was growing up, my whole sex education thing was don't get pregnant. If you get pregnant, you self-employed.
So I'd like to paint a scenario. So like, imagine that I'm a 14-year-old, 15-year-old child, and I come to you. Right now, let me even say you are my auntie, not even my mommy at this point. So I'll take it to when I promise my mom. So just in case I come to you and I think that there's this girl I like, there's this boy I like. I don't even know how I feel about them. I just always like to stay around them. I really just need your advice on what to do. Should I tell them I like them? And how exactly will the whole situation be? Like, what would you advise me to do in that situation?
Okay. Ideally, for teenage years, we do not encourage relationship of sorts, because at that time you have to be building your life focused and focus on purity and everything. But will you have feelings? Yes. Are they normal? Yes. But should you act on it? No. Because at that point in time, you do not need any form of relationship, like I've said earlier. So you can acknowledge that this is what I'm feeling. You can seek advice, like you said, come, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about how to manage it. Maybe if the feeling is too strong, maybe when you're around the person, maybe you can give yourself space from the person. You don't have to always be around the person, and then keep accountable systems around you, the people who you are accountable to, and try not to put yourself in awkward situations with the person, because in the real sense of it, your feelings are valid. We will not say that don't feel. You will still feel. It's something that God has put in us, but the important thing is that you do not act based on those feelings.
So for this person I'm talking to you about is my classmate. I see the person every day. I not saying that I should when I see the person coming this way, I should go that way. Or would you advise that I have a conversation with the person to not say, oh, I feel this way, but I don't even know what it feels like. I don't even know what it is. And I've spoken with my auntie. They just said I should do this. Or what would you say in that situation? Because I would see this person every day. So what would you advise I do?
Okay, if you must have a conversation directly with the person, ensure that a third party is there to navigate that. But the first thing I believe is that you report to someone, you tell someone elderly that this is how I feel. And once you have done that, and you need to have a conversation with the person, just ensure that someone is there so that you help you as teenagers to just navigate that emotion. And of course, if it's a classmate that you see every day, you can't always run away from the person. So you have to come to the point where you have to realize that, okay, like I said, you are feeling this way, is normal, but don't act on it. That is just the important thing. What with this person always, sometimes you realize that these feelings, there's sometimes we'll call it crush. At a point it will fade away.
It's a crush.
The crush will crash. You will not even feel it again, because you have now, your emotions have now bypassed that, because you dealt with it properly. So.
Alright, so I'd like to ask you now. I'm not 14 years old anymore now. I've now grown to be 15, 16, and I'm coming to you with the same question. And I think this age range will be around SS class already. So what would your advice be to me that I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do, and I'm always seeing this person in my class, and I also like to be a basket trader. In class these days now, I'm hearing that at this stage, we have feeling, it means that I also have a boyfriend. It means that we have feeling it should be like I should have a girlfriend. So what do you think that I should do to manage the situation? So I don't feel awkward in class when everybody's saying that, my boyfriend is my boyfriend to me.
Yeah, I'm laughing because one of the things I'm just always so excited about this new generation is that the audacity people have and the closeness and the relationship you have with parents is beautiful. Because when I was growing up, my whole sex education thing was don't get pregnant. If you get pregnant, you self-employed. That's the whole orientation. And I know because that thing stuck in my head. So I did, to be honest, I would say I did enter a relationship at 16 because I didn't know. Now I'm thinking about it was the same good thing to be wanted. But at that time, I wanted to be married. I feel like one thing that people make is to like, oh, it's just a crush, it's just a thing. But we forget that for the first time, as a child, your hormones are not raging sexually. The moment you enter teenage years, your hormones are raging sexually. And for the first time, you're feeling like, I want someone that will really, really love me.
Mhm.
I know the funny thing is that your parents really, really love me, but I'm like,
Already.
they don't really love me. They love me. You get- And so for me, I finished secondary school quite early. I was like, I think 15 in there about. But from like the age of 14, I had a crush that liked me that all Valentine's Day, buy biscuits, I don't know. And I was like, hey, but I wouldn't tell anybody. Because if I told anybody, it meant that I would be punished or, I would be, and I was in boarding house at that time. But what I did know, that I think helped me then was I knew that all the girls in my class that were being sexually active with the boys in my class, boys were using their badge. And I had a lot of friends that were boys. So the fear of I will not be this person, I will not be their topic, is what actually made me and that person never really gel like that. And so I left secondary school, I think 15, 16. Before I went to university, I first went to Polytechnic and then I now fell in love. This is my love experience. It was for about a year. My parents even came to Polytechnic, even beat me, but leave this relationship. I'll say no. They don't know what love looks like. They've never been loved. And the reason why I was saying that, because when you are younger, your hormones are raging. And so just small people just accepting you and just saying, oh, I love you and you are wonderful. It goes a long way.
Yeah,
Like, it almost feels like this person is taking over who you are. And at that time, you kind of forget. So I feel like if a child comes to tell me that, I'll tell them that it's normal to feel that. But the problem with these emotions is that they are not grounded on any reality. Because love is not an emotion.
Yeah.
Love is it's not a big commitment. I may not like you, but if I love you, there are things I will do for you because I love you. But emotions are not like that. Emotions are like the moment I don't like you, I'm gone. And the problem with entering into emotions quite early is that when you now see the real thing, you now struggle for the real thing. So by the time you're in your 20s or 30s and you now meet someone that really, really loves you, you start to think like, no, but it's not calling me every 2 hours. It's not, you start to shortchange yourself. So I'll tell the person, just wait a bit. It's your hormones, it's your body, it's not your mind. Forget it. You will grow out of this hormonal, but just wait it.
Then sometimes I act like whenever I hear people's stories saying that, like maybe in my church and they say that, oh, we met in the university or something. Sometimes I just start it in my head. That means that, okay, I might like you in secondary school, but I feel like saying that I want to speak with you right now, it means that I'm locking myself up in. Like I'm just, I've not seen other versions. I've not engaged other people. All of us are just still learning algebra. Like you've not made people that are thinking, and then, okay, now maybe I'm just all about just 1 + 1 is 2. Someone is there calculating that the -6 from 8 is given 2. So you're just like kidding yourself up. It's okay to have those emotions, but there's a better and bigger picture. So, mommy, I'm actually like still 18, 17, but now I finished secondary school early, and now I'm in my 100 level, and I'm having this emotion, and I know that I want to do well at school, and at the same time I'm not so sure I'm ready. But then there's this boy that likes me, and I like the way he dresses class. It's so fine and it smells nice. So what do you think I should do in that situation?
All right. I like that. So that's the third phase, so to speak. All right. One of the things I will still say is one of the things you have said before. We don't need to deceive ourselves about our emotions, how we feel. We have to own up. That's the first thing. Because if you don't, whether you want to verbalize it to yourself or to someone, an accountable person now, like the person is speaking with, an auntie, usually a friend may not be the right person. Am I correct? Because you are in the same phase, you are going through about the same thing, if it is not even getting worse for the person. All right, so owing it. And all right, I wanted to quickly add that it is important for parents to also show love to their children, because that will go a long way to fill up their love tank, not to be carried away unnecessarily. Then I want to quickly say that, tell the teenager, the young adults, that it is also natural to be attracted to the areas of strength that you appreciate in the opposite sex. someone who speaks well, that you like someone who speaks well naturally, who dresses well, who smells fine, who is well organized and all that. It is natural. But those feelings, despite the fact that you are in 100 level from your question, there are some answers already. You are not actually ready for a relationship at that time, because at least you'll be spending the next 3 years doing academics, another year being in Nigeria, for instance, serving the nation, and some other things like that. So you are not ready. So that's another answer from the question. Then another one is to do well academically, there is need for concentration. But I'll quickly say something now. Because of the age of the person, you said between 16 and 17, for instance, so the person has a long way to still go. So I will encourage the person that she should try to utilize the relationship. Seeing the person now, you like the person. Since you have owned up that you like the person, you will tell yourself there should be a boundary in your heart that I am not going beyond this with this person. Fine, this person, speaks my language, dresses well, I like him, but it shouldn't go beyond the platonic relationship. That is what I would tell the person. And from there, I think the person can also take me as an accountability partner. Anytime she feels that she's going overboard with her feelings again, she can come back. Then what I would do, and that would advise parents to do, or any elderly person to do, is you give your opinions or your counsel without judging them. Sometimes I like the way she shared one of her experiences now. We should also wisely share our experiences. I tell people that have they forgotten that we did not jump to becoming an adult. We had our experiences, and I'll quickly share this. And it will also be a caution concerning the initial one, when you asked if somebody should tell the person that you're having feelings for. I don't think it is good. Somebody advised me, and I would say even as an adult, I saw that, I like someone who speaks very well, very organized and all that. And the person was coming, to me, and we were at the same working environment. So you can't run away. You just have to face the reality. You have to tell yourself the truth from your heart. And you have to tell God about it. Sincerely, most of the time, if we do that genuinely, the problem is almost solved. Because you are not deceiving yourself. You are not telling yourself that, no. I told myself the truth, and I told someone. I told my husband wasn't helpful. Yes, he wasn't helpful. In fact, by the time I finished the narration, he had slept off that day. I didn't know, and I was jizzing, I was excited, and I didn't say, hey, so what do you have to say? I found that he was asleep. But when I told someone, the thing the person first said, Yemi, you are sounding like a 16-year-old who is just falling in love. I said, really? Was that the case? Because I spoke with the person on the phone. And when I asked if I should, I said, error code. By the time you tell the person, you are giving the power to that person. It's better the person does not even know that he's getting at you. You only handle it yourself with someone, an accountability partner. And that will be it. I think that will help a lot. I think sometimes we deceive ourselves, whether a young person, teenager, or even as adults. And I tell people that when we talk about feelings and all that, it's not just about young people. It's about everybody. It's about everybody. So we need to tell the truth from the heart, speak with God sincerely. The Holy Spirit is our best friend. He's always there to help us. When we are sincere, when we are genuine from the heart, He will just make ways. He will just make ways. And I tell you sincerely, because that person has some energy that you can utilize, you can do a lot of good things with the person. You know, like you talked about crush and all that. It's very, very temporal. It's temporal. So if you expose it to the sun, it will just dry up. So it's just like speaking with someone about it and all that. Before you know it, it will dry up. So our young people, I want to encourage you, be sincere and get someone you can actually speak with that will not judge you.